Hi guys, today I will be reviewing the TSD slash Sapien Arms version 1 plastic propane adapter. Before I get into the gist of that, I'm creating this new account called PSA Airsoft, which stands for Phoenix Quadrant Airsoft. It's because me and my friends, we started an airsoft team. We're not trying to get sponsored or anything. We got about 15 people, and we're going to be doing reviews of our guns, new equipment, tactical gear, shooting videos, gameplay videos, all that good stuff. And yeah, so we're hoping to get this channel off to a good start. So when you're watching this video, please subscribe, rate, comment, all that good stuff. So this is what your TSD propane adapter, Sapien Arms Propane adapter will look like. This is the package. It is a plastic blister pack. You got 0.25 ounces silicone oil, and your propane adapter. The silicone oil is a little leaky in the package. That's why this whole area right here is kind of dark, because silicone oil leaked in it. When I opened it up, it was confirmed because the inside of the package is all greasy on the inside. But that's not a big deal because not too much leaked out, and this container is never full. So your silicone oil, nice thing about it, it's got the dropper, and then if you wanted to, you can actually unscrew this, and it's counterclockwise, so don't over tighten it and crack the dropper, and you can fill your own silicone oil in there, and take a much smaller container around with you, instead of taking a can of silicone oil. So that's nice. So your propane adapter, you got the silicone board up here, and this handy little ring keeps it in place, and there's no ring here to seal it up. It's got a really nice spring in it, which is pretty nice. So it's not going, if you bump it, it's not going to release the gas. And when you push it down, it has to be depressed about halfway before it actually starts releasing the gas, which is really nice because therefore, if it's bumped once again, it won't spray gas. It's much nicer than a tag propane adapter, plastic propane adapter. I think it's nicer than the Airsoft Innovations propane adapter. It's got a really nice feel to it. It's not cheap, flexible plastic. It's very sturdy plastic. It doesn't bend, and the only part that moves on it is the spring, which is supposed to. So when you get your propane adapter and you screw it on your propane tank, you're going to unscrew the silicone port and put 2 to 3 drops in here, and you are going to want to do that every 2 or 3 magazines. So it's a nice even number to remember. So your propane tank, take this. I always like to rotate it back a couple times so that it'll sit in place, set in place, and then you can screw it in. Therefore, you're not ripping up your threads, which is nice. And then you'll take this, and I don't have my mag right now because it is at a friend's house, but this propane torch has the same kind of fill valve on it. So you'll take this, and you'll hear a little gas spewing out. That's because this is not the best fill valve, and I'll explain why it's not the propane adapter. So you'll take this, turn it upside down, and you'll just push down on it. 2 or 3 bursts into your mag. Some mags actually have directions for how long to put it in, but most don't. And now with the propane torch, there's actually propane in it. Here, this thing was empty when it started, so yeah. And that's also a nice thing about these is you can refill propane torches like that. But yeah, I like to actually put a little bit of Teflon on the threads of the propane adapter or on the propane tank, kind of keeps it from ripping into your threads a little bit more. So that's nice. And I prefer the plastic propane adapters over metal, usually because they're very high quality, even though they're not metal. So they'll last just as long as metal. And because it's plastic, it's cheaper, and it is also, I don't know how to put this. It's easily repaired. So, say like, let me think of one. Say like you crack or break off the plastic filler tube. You can actually just take some crazy glue and super glue it back on. It'll get you through until you can get a new propane adapter, which is really nice because you can't do that with metal. Metal, you just have to practically weld, and not many people who play airsoft know how to weld, and nor do you want to weld on something this small. You can't solder metal because the propane adapters are usually aluminum, steel, or stainless steel. Well, not steel, aluminum or stainless steel, which is very hard to weld. That's why I prefer this. And it'll get you just about as many fills as the metal one. So the only thing is you gotta be more careful with it. It doesn't come with a protective cap like the Airsoft Innovations. So what's the next best thing to do? Get one that fits or make one out of duct tape. Duct tape works, you make it thick enough, and it'll protect this as much as a plastic cap will. So yeah, that's basically it. I'll highly recommend these TSD Sapien Arms Propane adapters. They are very good, and the plastic creates a better seal on the filler valve than the metal, and it won't potentially damage your metal fill valve, which is very, very nice, and you won't have to go replace parts on your magazine. So, highly recommend this. Doesn't waste too much gas, and I saw a tank like this, Dick's today, $3.29 for a whole tank. And you can also refill these out of a 20-pound propane tank with an adapter. I forget what the adapter's called, but you can refill it, so that'll even bring your cost down even more because it's like 20 bucks to refill a 20-pound propane tank. So, yeah, highly recommend propane adapters. They're cheap, they're effective, and you don't have to buy green gas. So, if I would recommend a propane adapter, it would have to be the Sapien Arms over any other propane adapter, a Tag, a Airsoft Innovation, even a Mad Bull propane adapter. Now, propane is not CO2, so don't go out and buy your Mad Bull CO2 adapter, because it is not going to fit on your propane tank, and also CO2 is higher pressure gas, which will potentially break your guns if they're green gas and not CO2, which means they're not rated for. So that's about it. Recommend this. Please rate, subscribe, comment, like, whatever you want. Just be safe out there on the field, have fun, be honest, just follow the airsoft code, please. And that's it. I'm out.